guys, welcome back. It's Jigging with DMP here. We are in the Mohawk Valley, upstate New York. We are on our way to Soul Phamily Farm. This mine is only open a few times a year, so make sure you follow them on Facebook so you can get notified when they're having their digs. This will be our very first time going to this place, so let's see what big herkimers we can get today. Come along and we'll meet you there. So we're here at Soul Phamily Farm. Where you check in, and then you can get the dig all in there in the field. Let's see what we can get today. We're just digging here in the hole here. There's Paul over there. We're digging the hole, trying to get down these crystals, and look at what just popped out. I didn't even touch it yet. Look at that. Awesome. I didn't think we're gonna find anything here because you gotta dig down really deep. Awesome little guy. So I jumped in Paul's hole here and was digging around in the dirt. I found this little guy. Well, he's off in a new hole because he got a little discouraged. So I'm going to keep digging around his hole, see what else I can find. Let's dig in the hole. Looks like there might be a pocket. We'll see what we can get out of there. Might not be anything, we'll see. So stay tuned. Just digging in this pile of dirt here. Digging around this hole in the dirt. Got another one. Kind of milky. We'll keep digging and see what we can all get today. Get that face. Awesome. Found a couple more decent ones digging in the wall here. Just a matter of like a few minutes, I found these three guys. Just digging in there, a little damage. I've been digging in this hole. We went a different area, in the woods more, where they have druzy and that. So we've been digging. I walk away to go get some buckets. And look at what Paul got. A matrix. This one. I got this one. Some calcite. Didn't get to videotape it. Sorry, guys. So this is everything that we got at Soul Phamily Farms. And we have some little tiny baby herkimers there. That one's got like a little rider on that one. Some nice little bigger ones here. Got these really interesting ones here that have the matrix on them. And this one here has some, it's like a little cluster of some riders on it. Some little tiny herks, look at that. It's a really interesting little piece. This one has more of that black in it, maybe a little more smoky. A little bit of rainbows. It's a little bit bigger. See, these are some of our nicer little points, little herkimers. Oh, look at that rainbow. A lot of blowout on these. Pretty much all these pieces have a lot of blowout, or they had contact, you know, matrix. That's a cool one. Couldn't get that one clean. Rainbows, and that one. That's our rainbows in this one. And we got a little bit bigger. Matrix. Oh, drop the matrix on that one. Kind of looks like a little heart. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Here's that kind of bigger chunk that I found in the dirt pile. That is one of the biggest ones, or I think this is the biggest one we got in that one area. Here's the second largest, half of one. Back's all blown out. And then I found this like chunk. I think it might be skeletal. Just a nice chunk. And then we found some really interesting like rocks. This baby herc's on there. And then this one, I don't know what this is. It is very sparkly. Not quite sure what that is. And then this is very, very sparkly. If anybody knows what this is. I have not seen these at any of the other Herkimer mines. I don't know if that's like Jerusia, maybe. It is a very sparkly rock. Very interesting. And then here is just some like chunks I found in that dirt pile. All of these different kind of parts of herkimers. Very interesting. Some are a little bit better than others, like some of these are a little bit better, but just all like blown out pieces. And then these are a little bit better. These are got a more clear chunk. Some rainbows. This really clear. It looks like maybe skeletal kind of there. Some rainbows. Oh, lots of rainbows in that one. And this bigger kind of piece of a herkimer. Double terminated, but I guess a lot of blowout. And this milky one. Again, a lot of blowout in that one. Alright, so that's what I got in the dirt pile pit there that I was digging in, and that first part where we were digging. Now we went to another area in the back of their their place, they have where you can go in the woods and you can dig in the woods, and there's, you know, just rock, like rock wall when you dig down far enough. So Paul, we picked this little spot. Paul started digging. He got some like little shards here at first, and then he kind of got into this like pocket here. So like these two pieces go together. They are not complete pieces, so it doesn't look right if I put them together, you know, with epoxy. Chunk of Herkimer, huge chunk. Rainbows. And then he did find some other smaller little guys here in that pocket where he was digging for quite a little while in there. I kind of was tired at that point and didn't even want to dig anymore. That was a cool little herc. And look at this little herc. So this is probably the better part of the day. This interesting little chunk. And then we found like these calcite pieces. So I will post, or I'll, in the video here, we'll probably here in a second, I will show you what these look like under fluorescent. They are really awesome. They are like a red. So those 4 chunks there, calcite, those fluoresce. And then he did find these guys kind of together in the pocket, but they do not go together. Either there's too much missing for them to go back together, or they were never a cluster to begin with. Keyhole, key mark there, key mark there. Looks like a key mark here. Matrix. Ooh, look at the rainbows. Lots of rainbows. Some contact, matrix. And this cool little guy. Ooh, look at the rainbows. Let me zoom in here on this guy. Ooh, look at that rainbow. Lots and lots of rainbows in this piece. Okay, and then we did take some of the rocks home that we thought were kind of cool that were in the pocket. So it's got lots and lots of druzy crystals. See if we can zoom in here. Maybe some herks in there, baby herks. Awesome little piece. And then he also did get some of these on matrix, some herks on matrix with some calcite. And some dolomite in there. Two herks in there. And this one with the calcite too. That one will fluoresce awesome with that. I'll show you what that looks like under fluorescent. And then we got this little guy on matrix. And we got this one with a couple little herks in there. Lots and lots of rainbows. So it's just this big old rock. It's not really any interesting. A little bit of druzy there. These little guys. Some dolomite in there. And then we couldn't get this little herc out, so I took the whole rock with us. Awesome little piece. And unfortunately, he is in there. And then we have this one that's got some herkimers in the dolomite. Dolomite, calcite. And it's got this weird little, like, herc covered in some kind of coating. And then last but not least, we took this one because there's some herkimers in there. I don't know if we're going to break it open because I don't think it'll release them or not. It might just shatter them. There is some hercs in there. Let's see if we can see them. So, this is everything that we got at Soul Phamily Farms. So this is only a couple times a year that they do this dig on their property, so make sure you follow them on Facebook so you can get notified when they are having their digs.
Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification button to join us for our next digging adventure.